Hey guys, just a quick video for you. My 21 Day Fix Extreme just arrived in the mail and I just took a quick preview through it and wanted to send you my very first tips and things that I noticed that are different from the original 21 Day Fix. So in case you're like me and you're making the transition from having done, one or more rounds of the regular 21 Day Fix and now you're going to tackle the 21 Day Fix Extreme, there are a few differences in the plan, but not as many as I thought there were. So specifically, the workouts are obviously 100% different. If you got the base package, you ended up with these two CDs. There are 2 additional workouts in the Ultimate Upgrade package. I didn't get that. I'm going to go through this first round of 21 Day Fix Extreme with just the base package and see what happens there. Maybe when I do it a second time, I'll add those extra deluxe workouts in there. But so you should have 2 CDs. Workouts on both CDs, just like the original. You get, the Start Here guide, which in the middle has your workout schedule. Whoop, I can't let go of it. And the required equipment. Okay, the main difference that I see between the original and this one is obviously the workouts are different. They're in a different order. And as far as equipment is concerned, whereas in the regular 21 Day Fix, you only need a set of hand weights. In the Extreme, you need hand weights and a resistance band. So instead of either or, now it's and. Okay. Is in the eating plan. So I'll just point out a couple of little things that I saw right off the bat. First off, the calorie calculation. Sorry, that's my calculation. The page where you calculate your calorie range is pretty much the same. You take your base weight, you multiply it by a multiplier depending on how sedentary your daily life is, whether you're, desk job versus walking around all day. I did the desk job because even though I am fairly active, I do sit on my bum most of the time. Then you add in, 450 calories, which is an estimate on how much you'll burn during the 21 Day Fix Extreme workouts, and then minus off a deficit again. If you're trying to lose weight, you want to have a deficit in your calories to reduce your overall mass. Just a tip for anyone that's doing additional workouts in addition to the 21 Day Fix, like maybe you're running or you're doing other program workouts. This is what I would do, is I would come back to this page, right? And I would do this calculation. And when you get down here to the total amount of calories you're going to burn in a day, I would add, in addition to this 450, whatever you anticipate burning on average in your other workouts. So again, if you're going to run 3 miles, let's say you burn an average of, 250 calories on that run, you would add that to the 450 and include that in your calculation, because it may change your overall calorie bracket if you're doing additional exercise in this program. Okay, you don't want to put your body in a situation of being too deprived from a calorie standpoint, because then it'll just hold on to all the nutrients in your body to prevent starvation, and you will not be on your way to losing weight and getting lean. Okay? All right, so cool thing that I found right off the bat is that, at least for my category, this first one here, the portions of containers are exactly the same. So I don't have to relearn anything about how many containers I get in a day. For my calorie bracket, I get the same number: 3 greens, 2 purple, 4 red, 2 yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, 2 teaspoons. Score. I don't have to relearn anything. Some things that I noticed on the container food list. The food lists are fairly similar. They've just taken off some of the extra items that are not as good for you. So they're really keeping it clean in this eating plan. Very, very, very clean. Okay, so one thing that I noticed that was a little bit strange, but that you may not find strange, is on the purple container page. Okay? At the very, very bottom, the last 2 items are salsa, pico de gallo, or tomato sauce, meaning plain tomato sauce or marinara sauce. I'm, number one, a little surprised that these are counted as purple containers, and I will actually do some research for you guys to figure out why that is. But I thought it was interesting that they actually accommodated that in the eating plan. So I know I, for one, love to have like some marinara sauce on meatballs or whatever. So it gives you some flexibility to use your containers in different ways. You don't have to just eat plain steamed food for every meal. You can make a nice marinara sauce and pour it over some sort of a protein, and it's kind of like having, chicken parmesan. minus the oodles and oodles of cheese. Okay, so next one was, I made notes. The blue container, avocado. If you like avocado, it's super tempting to eat a lot of avocado, and the fat content from that vegetable or fruit, whatever it is, can add up really quickly. So it does specify in here exactly that a blue container of avocado is either mash it up and mush it in there like guacamole. You'll end up with about 2 tablespoons, or that basically equates to about 1/4 of an avocado, which is not that much, but at least you can have it. Aha, here we are. Free foods, page 23, free foods. These are things like water, tea, coffee, you know, like condiments, herbs, and spices and stuff. If you are using any other Beachbody supplements like Energy and Endurance or Results in Recovery formula, you're probably wondering if you can have those on this plan. Under the free foods, you can have 1 scoop of E&E every day. Yay! This is something that I take before my workout to kind of give me a little zoom and zing and pep me up so I'm ready to go and deliver my best workout. So that's awesome. I didn't realize that we could have that. Yes. And then 2, I'll get to the next one in a minute. One thing to keep in mind on the water consumption, you know, you still need to be drinking, this is page 24, you still need to be drinking half your body weight in water. So take your body weight right now, divide it in 2, that's how many ounces you need to have in a day, which is actually not that bad, but it can get a little bit boring if you're not used to drinking that much water. So check out page 25 for the water bar condiments. You can flavor your water with all kinds of different fruit and herbs and various other things, and they don't count toward your containers for the day. So just because you put some watermelon slices in your water doesn't mean that counts as one of your purple containers. Okay, this one is good. Tea and coffee and replacement containers. This is where it gets really good. Tea and coffee, basically the same as 21 Day Fix. You can have it, minimize the amount of stuff that you put in it. Okay, but this one is really good. Page 27, replacement container food groups. This is a difference. You can still replace your yellow containers with other liquids, like things that you might want to drink that you wouldn't typically drink every single day, like milk, soy milk, almond milk, etc. And here's where the P90X Results in Recovery formula comes in. So that's this stuff in the big tub. Again, this does not come with your program, but if you happen to drink this, you can still have it and be compliant with the eating plan. The Results in Recovery formula is used to help you not feel so sore, especially if you're doing a new and intense workout. I usually drink 1 scoop of this after a really tough workout, usually like on leg day or something like that. So the main difference you want to see here is that 1, you can have it, which is good, and 2, in the regular program, you can substitute these replacement food groups 3 times a week. On the extreme plan, it's only 2 times a week. 2 times a week. So what you want to do is if you're going to do that, oh, and third, there's no wine on the replacement list. No wine. None, none, none. But if you knew like after leg day, you're going to be really sore, you might want to plan to use one of your yellow containers for this stuff. Okay. The seasoning mixes. These are exactly the same as the regular 21 Day Fix, but I would highly recommend making them. I'm actually going to do a video later today and show you how to make them, but the recipe is really easy. Get all the spices, mix them together, put it in a container, and use it to season your foods. I have not done this in the past, and I'm going to do it this time. For everyone I've talked to has said it really makes a big difference in not feeling like you're eating stuff that's super bland the whole time that you're on this plan. Okay, so make the seasoning mixes. It'll be worth your while. The last part that I wanted to point out that's awesome, that I didn't know that we got to do, is everybody knows, right? Shakeology is part of this program, which typically to me means that I'm going to be drinking my shake in the morning. But since the 21 Day Fix Extreme really does restrict all the cheats and treats, like no wine, no you know, chocolate, none of that stuff. All that stuff is cut out in an effort to help you get super lean. But that doesn't mean that you can't make a sweet treat out of your Shakeology. Yes. So on page 69, they have a series of, starting on page 69, they have a series of recipes that use Shakeology. So, like this one, strawberry protein squares, where you basically mix, sorry, I got something in my eye. You mix Shakeology with almond butter and almond milk, and it tells you per serving how many of your containers you're using. Half a red, half a yellow, half a blue. So, you know, if you really wanted something that was sweet and kind of like a cookie, that could be a great resource for you and not use up that many of your containers for the day. The other one I liked was back here on page 72. Shakeology bars and Shakeology chocolate pudding. You know, so if you're like me and in the evening you're like, ooh, I really want something sweet, or just that experience of having something sweet, you can try making some of these with your Shakeology and have them on hand so that you don't feel deprived and tempted to cheat the program. Okay? If for some reason, yeah, that's about it. That's basically it. But I was going to say, if for some reason you don't have chocolate Shakeology on hand, or you don't have any Shakeology on hand and you want to get some, I have oodles of extra at my house that I'd be happy to work with you to get it over to you, okay? So that's it. Again, like I said, I'm following the 21 Day Fix Extreme base program this first time through. I'm going to stick to that 100%. And anytime I come across differences and details that would be helpful to share with you guys, I will make a video like this, hopefully a lot shorter, and share those with you. But for now, I'm going to go get my first workout done. It's Plyo Fix Extreme, and I hope I survive. I might be using some of this later. Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.